Catch me lacking, bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Now the veteran kicker, Phil Dawson, ready to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Watson. Here as he's taken down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Let's go.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Stick, whoa. Check, check. Lucky. No. Spot.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015, NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game one.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. And they had to feed him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
At the 45-yard line.
Extra go. 380. Defense. Alert. Defense, let's go. Check the backer. Out. Topper.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop. 11.
They run. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 5. 38 yards on the scamper there. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Mixon taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, Kamara. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Escape, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Watson now to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
set. 19. Alert. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check. Out. Come on.
Third and long. It's Watson. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Mixon with a first down carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
11 feet. He's coming.
X3, 218, chopper.
Slam. Wide motion. Hey, check. 58's the Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 2nd and 9. Luck. And that one's complete to Gurley. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Ringo. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. 40, easy, alert. Watch out. You. 11. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, let's go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Strong right. 40. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be 12. Check 13.
Protein spill.
Under 10. 11 feet. Hey, watch it.
Hey, exit.
Under crunch. It's Monday. Fresno.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
12.
Hey, high 7.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And complete to Zach Ertz. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Watson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. There he goes, right side. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Space to maneuver at the 40. This is Shepard on the catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Nixon will try the right side. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Check three, check three, check three. Check 9, slide.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. A gain there of 21 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Come on.
53 is the mic.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he connects with Ertz. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz. As the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals push further out in front. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's hauled in by Shepard. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They toss to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Greystone travel.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hey, orbit.
Third and long. It's Luck. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Watson now, throwing on 3rd and long. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Luck. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
General West.
Kill.
Now Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Go, tackle. 11 feet.
Check 6-6. Pull it high.
Off of play action. Luck. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. 20! Matthews, the intended target. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
We're set. 19 and 59.
Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Operating from the gun, Watson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
He's crashing.
Ranky.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Mike 54.
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. Gets the throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, it's Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. On second down, Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to take off with it. He finds some open field here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Free on body. Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sterling Shepard, 28 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They try right side here. Gurley. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
A gain of 39 that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 42-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Whip.
80 weapons.
Kill. Showing up.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
He's coming. Double up.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
11Z.
Luck now to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 25. Check 25.
Swiftly.
Huge off Porter.
Watch out.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One last throw here for Watson. Flushed out right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
Well, there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw, but guess what? There's still two-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game